What's up guys, we're back with another video. We're gonna do another unboxing and install today. So we got a few more items just to make the rear end look a little better. So we got a tail tidy, license plate mount, and then there's just some stickers in here. And then we got, I believe this is the tail light, and then we got a relay switch because it's an integrated tail light, so instead of the turn signals being here, they're gonna be on the tail light. We're gonna get this opened up and show you guys what the tail light looks like. I believe I picked a smoked one, but it might be the clear. So yeah, I went with the smoked one. I just think it looks best with the black bike. And then this is the relay so that the turn signals work. And then everything in here is to mount the license plate up under here, so it's not sticking back like that and looking silly. So yeah, we're gonna get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is the tail light. So what you're gonna wanna do is remove the seats. If you don't know how to do that, it's pretty simple. Just find the little keyhole down there, and then take off the front seat. It just kind of slides off, if I can get it. And then there's a cable pull right here, and that releases the rear seat. And then we're gonna go ahead and take off these fasteners. It's a 4mm Allen key. So I'll go ahead and get that done. All right, so we got those 4 fasteners out. Just note that these the back 2 ones are gonna be longer, and then these 2 are shorter. And also make sure you keep all the washers. And the next thing we're gonna do is poke these little pins in so we can get access to taking this off. So we're gonna do that real quick. So I didn't realize, but there's also 2 right here. So get those. You can just use your Allen key to press them in. It's pretty simple. So once you get those little pins out, you can go ahead and take the back fairings off. You just kind of pull on them right here, this little tab. It pulls out of there, and then it pulls out of here, and then out of here. For plastic clip things, you're gonna turn the heads of those out with a Phillips head screwdriver, and then you can just push them out, and then this will come up. So once you take those little plastic or rubber screws out, this piece comes off, and you can put that to the side. And then what you want to do is take off this little 10mm bolt and this 10mm, and that removes the servo motor, and then you can get access to the taillight. So once you get this bolt out and this one, you can just pull your servo motor, leave the cables connected. You can disconnect them, but do not turn on your bike while it's disconnected or it will throw a code. So what I'm gonna do is just put a rag right here. And just let it hang to the side. I'm just gonna put that rag there so it doesn't scratch the plastics, and just keep it out of the way. So the next thing we're gonna do is disconnect all these cables that come up through here. Those are gonna be your like tail lights and turn signals and whatnot. So you just pull this rubber thing down, and we're gonna disconnect these. So I'm gonna see if I can do that real quick. So once you unhook those cables, the next step is to take these 4 nuts out or bolts out. They're 5mm Allen key, and then you take these 2 out, which are a Phillips head. So I'll get those done real quick. So once you take those bolts out, the whole thing will be free to come off. So make sure when you take that last bolt off, you're holding on to it so it doesn't just fall. And then the next step, we're gonna see this little black rubber grommet thing here. We're gonna squeeze that together, kind of compress it, and push. So you can free that. And then this is the cable you disconnect for the taillight. So there's a little locking mechanism on there. Pull that, or push that in and then pull it. So I had to use a little screwdriver to press that pin down to pull that out. And then you'll just pull it through here and then undo this little black wire holder here. And then you got access to everything down in there. So next we're gonna start by taking off the taillight. So we're gonna take off these two screws first. They're Phillips heads, so I'm gonna get those. So once those come off, this whole piece will come off. And then next you'll take those two silver ones off. So remove this little component here once you unscrew those. And then we're gonna do these two. They're also Phillips heads. So we'll get those real quick. All right, once those are out, you can go ahead and pull up on that. And then it's kind of tricky to do with one hand. You can pull the whole taillight out. So whenever you take off the old taillight, you're gonna wanna keep these rubber grommets. Let's see if I can get those off with one hand. So yeah, I wanna save these and we're gonna install them onto the new taillight. So once you work the new taillight in there, you can just pull the wiring up. You can go ahead and two screws in that have the big washers. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Now that we got those screws in, we're gonna replace the tab. So push that into the taillight. Probably take the screws off first. Push that down on the taillight and then put the screws in on top. Next thing we're gonna do, once we get that all installed, put this piece back on. And I didn't tighten these all the way. I'm gonna wait till the end to tighten those to make sure my gaps are all aligned. All right, so once you pull this wire through and have all the taillight bolts mounted, put this wire back in the wire holder thing, and then pull this wire sheath all the way back against the taillight so you have more wire exposed. And then the first one we're gonna find is this little, the wide one that's pretty thin, and it has that little clip on there. We're gonna put that one through here and plug it into your taillight module. And then once we get that plugged in, we're gonna push this back up into this pin right here on the frame so it holds in place there. So when it's done, it'll look like that. It'll just be sitting there with your pin sticking through. And then next, we're gonna plug in the rest of these wires right here. Alright, so I kind of had to figure out the wiring here on my own because there's no diagrams for the 2026 model yet. So if you guys are trying to figure that out, here you go. So I'm pretty sure these two right now don't matter, the two single ones. We'll do those in a minute. But the main ones you want to have, so this blue plug, you want to hook up the black plug that has the brown wire, and then the black plug, you hook up the black plug that has the green wire, and then your turn signals should work, but they have the hyper flash issue, so we bought the that relay switch, so that should solve that issue. So we'll get that installed. We'll see how we need to wire that up, and I'll show you guys. So the first thing we gotta do to install this relay, we gotta take off the battery. So there's two 10mm bolts that you gotta take off. And there's this support. I'm pretty sure you gotta take these off, which are also 10mm. So I'll get those off and I'll get back to you guys. All right, so once we undo these terminals, you can pull the battery out, and then this bracket that was right here, I couldn't figure out how to unhook it from this cable. So I just put a towel around it and put it to the side against the bike. But now you get access to this little guy, this black thing down here. It just kind of pulls up. There's that little metal piece right here where my finger is. So we unhooked it, and then this rubber piece on here, you want to make sure you take that off because we're going to reuse that. So I can't do it with one hand, so I'll be back. So once you get that rubber piece back on, you're good to hook the cable back into here and then put that back onto the metal bracket. And then we're going to go ahead and hook the battery back up and see if the speed for the turn signals is good, because I didn't adjust it. I'm just going to leave it how they sent it, and we'll adjust it from there. So I'll get that all put back together, and then we'll see how the turn signals look. So we got the battery hooked back up for now. We will be unplugging it again though to put the tail tidy on. We're just gonna test it for now and see what the turn signals look like. See if we need to adjust them. Yeah, I think those will be fine. That's a good speed to me. So we're gonna take the battery back out now, and then we're gonna put this bracket that we got up under here so we don't just have an exposed hole. And we're gonna use the screws that came with it, and I'll show you where the screws go once I have it on. So I got the blocker plate installed. We used the 4 long bolts that it came with, and then one of the short ones, and then the 5 nuts. Make sure you put the black washers, the rubber washers, on the outside ones, and then the thick metal washer on the middle one, just to keep your plastics safe. So once we got that plate on and all that, we can go ahead and put the battery bracket back on, and then what we're gonna install next is the license plate holder. And I'll show you guys how to do that. You'll use these, and you'll take a 5mm Allen key and a 10mm wrench, and you'll take these off on both sides, and then that's how you'll mount that. So I'll get those off and get that mounted on there real quick. All right, so we got it on there. Make sure you keep the bolt and the nut that you took off, because you're gonna reuse it when you put this one on. And it goes in between the frame and the plastics in there. So you stick it up under here in between the two. And then I didn't tighten it all the way, so I can adjust it to how I like it once I get my license plate on. But I think that looks pretty clean. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put our servo buddy back in place. Remember these bolts we took out earlier? They have number 7 on them. You wanna make sure this black piece goes under the metal piece, and then the bolt goes on and not over. So the next thing we're gonna put on is this black piece. Line it up with these holes right here. And then we'll take these tabs that we took out that have the little Phillips head on them. Push that through. Make sure it goes through both pieces. Once you get it through, just push until you hear a click, and then that's in place. And then we're gonna put these side panels on, so I'll get those real quick. So to put these side pieces back on, you gotta put these black clips back in place.
these 4 ones, and then you put these 6 screws back in, and then make sure to tighten these back down from earlier when I said to leave them loose once you have this all adjusted and lined up. So yeah, I got the plastics all on now and everything put back together. It's been a few hours, but it started storming and I had to close the garage door, and then it was super dark in here. You couldn't even really see the bike. So I had to go get a nice shop light, but now you can see good. But this is what it looks like when everything's done. Looks pretty nice. I'll show you the taillight. Yeah, the license plate mount's actually really nice. You can adjust it, but I just have it where it's kind of visible. I just have a towel over it to cover it for right now for the video, but it's really easy to install and it moves up and down. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.